everybody, welcome back. Happy November. 'Tis the first Thursday of the month of November, which means there's only 3 more weeks until Janksgiving, one of the funnest days of the year. We escaped October. 3 old gums and 3 really, really horrifying cayenne jelly beans. But things are going to look up. I can almost guarantee that I am completely wrong. Oops, completely missed that. Thanks to a couple packs from Sports Card Rippin' Teacher, we are back up to 96 entries that live upon the wheel. So we have shuffled, we're going to spin, and we have our little history factoid of the day. On this date, November the 6th, the year is 1869. In New Brunswick, New Jersey, in front of a crowd of about 100 people, using a soccer ball and playing a game that more resembled modern-day rugby, Rutgers defeated what was then the College of New Jersey, but is now known as Princeton, 6-4 in the first ever college football game to be ever played. Coming up, is it going to be? Yes! I have been wanting to open these for a while. The Marvel Loblaw things, I have a couple packs of them, but I have 2 packs that came from Oil Collector, and this is going to be fun. Plus, no gum, and you know what? No beans either. I'm taking a week off. So we'll see you over at the table in just a second. And over at the table, the Boxo Jank is here pretty much ceremonially at this point because stuff like this, it's these cards and the sticker packs, because they're so fragile. I don't keep them in the box because of all the shuffling around I do. I know they will get destroyed. The sticker packs are already very much need of repair. So I just placed them in there, but we have 2 of these. We're going to get Oldie Box Jank out of here, back up on the stack. I'm looking forward to this. Again, this one is coming from Oil Collector. Shout out to him. And as you can tell from the name, obviously he is a huge Winnipeg Jets fan. Sorry, had to. It was right there. Couldn't help myself. But Oil Collector is a fantastic guy. Hopefully we get to see more videos from him coming up on the YouTubes very soon. But we have a pair of... Now, this I've seen other people north of the border. I believe this was only... It may have been predominantly a Canadian release. But this is Marvel Go on a Mission in the Loblaw Universe. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But needless to say, they look interesting. We've got 2 of them. It won't take us long because we're going to take a look. But we're going to get in, we're going to open up the one, and we're just going to go through them just kind of one. Ooh, wait, can you actually remove these? Oh, you can actually remove these. Okay, that adds a couple of seconds. So we're just going to do that. We're just going to remove them one by one, slowly. Okay, there we go. Look at that. So first, we're going to take a look. You know what? It does not begin much better than Thanos. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Except his balance is not balanced. That is the irony. And there's the back, I believe. Yep, 2024. These are from... I have no idea if this is a trading card game or what this is. I would assume it's probably some sort of trading card game. But either way, the art is going to be amazing. Thanos goes right there. Number 2. See, this is a lot more... This is fun. I wasn't sure how this was going to work, and they're like, oh, you can actually remove these from the perforations. There we go. We have got our friend, the Star-Lord. A lot of intelligence, but not much in the way of power or courage. See, that doesn't seem to... Well, actually, that does kind of seem to track. That does kind of seem to track with his character. But, again, the art is beautiful. The colors really, really pop. And then there was this one, which I think... was some sort of foil action, and I am here for that. Yes, it was. We've got us a little foily, and foily is going to get their own stand. Let's move this over and see. Yes, we have won the world. We have Shuri. I'm not 100% sure who she is, but the card is beautiful. The foiling is really nice, and weirdly, it's not, especially considering how thin of cardboard this is. These are not, it's not as bent as I feared it might be with a foil. So foil right there, and then the last one of the first, do you even call these packs? What would you even call these? I'd say technically packs, maybe little sets, either way. Let me know what you think down below. And how's everybody doing, I must ask. We flip, and we have Mantis. I like Mantis. Really cool character. Although, I do have to say, I hyper-focus on the antennae. Wait, antennae, I believe, is plural of antenna? Antennae? I cannot recall, but don't know why. Like, it always looks like just something is amiss. Like, there's kind of like a little stick caught in her hair. I like these. I really like these. And now that I know that you can actually take these out, let's see if we can do a complete blind reveal. I'm going to pull it down. I'm not looking. Okay, we got it open. So now I have absolutely no clue who's going to be in here. There we go. And to my comic friends who watch this stuff. Ever hear of these? Ever see these? These are awesome. That's a nice one. Inferno, and again, more people that I do not know about, but he's almost Thanos-like, almost perfectly balanced in all of his things. And I have to admit, these perforations come off really nicely. They did a nice job. Number 2 of part 2. Easy. 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 There we go. And we have... in the world? I almost thought that said Lego. Ego? I have absolutely no clue what this is, but Ego is super OP. That's ironic. Highly intelligent, yet lacking courage. That weirdly tracks a whole lot with actual reality. Number 3. Ooh, there we go. That was a good one. That was a good one. Flip. Ooh. Okay, so I'm guessing this is some sort of trading card game because we just got a little bump here for +3 courage. Can you imagine throwing that on there? I don't know what it would do because I don't know any of the mechanics of this or any sort of anything about it. But we have the final one. Maybe we'll get another foil because we did get the one. Oop, 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 oop. Almost, 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 almost. There we go. And flip. Now we're talking. That is a good one to end on. But weirdly, now I'm wondering, for my friends that have opened this stuff, well, we're going to talk about Black Widow first because hello, Black Widow. I disagree. I think she as a character is a lot more intelligent than 4 out of, what would that be? 4, 6, 8, 10. Than 4 out of 10. I would say she is much, much higher. Courage, definitely up there because Black Widow is kind of a boss. But now, to my friends that have opened this, and I believe it's going to be mainly the north of the border people, how rare are the foils? Because I honestly now cannot recall seeing any other foils. But I am curious. I also have 3 more packs of this stuff that came from Milo that we will get to at some point. But that was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I really liked the fact that the artwork is just awesome, and if there's any possible way I can figure out who the artist is for that particular drawing, maybe they have it somewhere, TTM Fuel in Potentia. And now, see, this is the part where something horrible would be sitting right here, but there's nothing horrible sitting right there. It's just my table, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy. And speaking of making me happy, let us move on to our community shout-out, and it goes to National Parks Princess, very, very, very close to 2,000 subscribers, and rightfully so. Please, if you guys haven't done it, avail yourself of National Parks Princess's channel because it's baked into the title. You're going to see beautiful nature footage, all kinds of cool stuff that more than likely you'll never get a chance to see in person, and it's just a great walk-along. She just recently posted an aquarium video, and I do love me an aquarium. So much fun. And it's always nice when our friends in different parts of the country and the world in particular take us along on journeys that they have with things that are in their area that we cannot see. And in fact, something I mentioned to her in one of her comments when she was posting about a waterfall video, I am going to probably be doing something waterfall related in the very near future. Should have gone today because it is a beautiful day outside and it has been crap the last few days. As I'm recording this, yesterday, massive hailstorm, like pea-sized hail. Nothing bad, no damage at all. Just, man, it was really loud for a good half an hour or so. Nature, you be scary. See, if it was still Halloween, that finish would have been absolutely perfect because we would have gone to some Duskmorn looking for the horror stuff. But instead, it is Art Suydam time because we have our checklist. We need five, count them, 5 from the base set, and then 3 metallics. And then we will actually complete this set. I don't have much of this left, so fingers crossed. And in we go. We need 5, 29, 47, 51, 64. Hike. Come on. There we go. In we go. Let's get them separated. Does not look like there is a metallic, but it matters not because we're going in and we're going to see just what we got. Uncle Sam, he be wanting you. What is this one? The 4th of July, 32. We have seen that one before, but we can see it again. We can just admire whatever in the world is going on right there. And his art is really awesome. And I love the fact, and I've mentioned it before, there are a lot of these fantasy art sets that were in the early to mid-90s. I cannot wait to get another one just to see what we got. We've got some snails in the background. What be you? 33. Now, getting closer. This is Dusk. I used to study Japanese tradition art, the work of Hokusai. I learned a lot about simplicity and design. I like that because especially in art and food, in my opinion, less is often more. Hey! I think is this Humpty Dumper? Oh, the Target. Well, I was close. 50, we were close. This one is from The Tale of Humpty Dumper. Okay, Humpty Dumper. I had to fact check myself there. I included a skit from the old Crazy Cat strip. Humpty Dumper, I'm sorry. Humpty Dumper is stand-worthy just because of the name. Next! See, I'm trying to remember. We have seen this one. Yeah, The Tortoise and the Hare. We have seen that one because it's a tale as old as time, as it were, and it's very, very recognizable immediately. And we all know that the tortoise did win. Whoop! Where we go? Scene, possibly? Rush Hour, 34. Yeah, we're getting really close in the numbers, but unfortunately, it's just... We're really close. Come on, 5 more, Universe. Have I seen you before? 57, Tug of War, we have seen it. Concepts from my school days when I was the incarnation of Heinrich Clay. This one from Mudwogs. And that's another thing. I've never actually read any of the Mudwog stuff. Look at you. Hello, snail friend. The Backdoor Brothers. Get your minds out of the gutter. Once saw a painting of a mammoth bursting through some trees by the great Frank Frazetta. I think I know exactly what painting he's talking about. Decided to do a parody in the style of a children's book using snails. And that's awesome. I like that when they just do homages to other artists that they have been inspired by. This one we've definitely seen before. The Late Show, number 70. I mean, how many people do it? How many people still fall asleep with the screen on? I tend not to just because it really messes up the sleep. This would be a great TTM one. Look at all that white space. But this is 55. We do not need that one, unfortunately. Brer Rabbit and the Vegetables. Kipling Press rushed me badly on this project. This is one of the pieces that survived the ordeal. I think it looks very nice, Mr. Suydam, if you're watching this. And then we have got the fantastical checklist, which we have seen before. But in all honesty, who doesn't love themselves a good checklist? So unfortunately, we did not get anything off of the list that we needed, but there's still probably a good dozen or so packs remaining, so many more tries will be happening. Humpty Dumper came back, and that's just funny to me. Once again, huge thank you to Oil Collector. These were fun. These were a lot of fun. I can't wait to get into the rest of them. I really, really, really want to see what the rest of those look like. And like I say, to anybody that has opened them, let me know. I don't recall seeing too many foils. Are the foils rare? I hope so. We got to get some luck because, speaking of luck, actually, we're going to shout out National Parks Princess one more time. Link to her and link to Oil Collector will be down below. And speaking of, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, the luck from the thing. I could use all the luck I can get because tomorrow, Friday, the battles resume once again. Julie Farnham and myself clash once again. Her channel, 6:30 p.m. It is a premiere. Then back over here at 7 o'clock tomorrow Eastern Time for the premiere. We are battling 2024 Bowman Baseball. And so let's go watch her at 6:30 to see her pull all the fire, and then come over to here at 7 o'clock and laugh at me for getting torched, and then come back later for some more beer nonsense. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much. I really had a lot of fun with this, mainly because I didn't have to eat anything gross. Haha. Victory belongs to Zach for the day. But thank you guys so much again. Links to everybody I've shouted out will be down below. Thank you for joining me in the premiere. Thank you for watching on the Rewind. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and we will see you next time.